Well done. Yeah. Okay, if you just come around this way, sort of face towards me so your sun's not in your eyes. Just quick wait for... Okay, Andy? Yeah. Okay, all right, so welcome to the next session. Okay, this is, as you can see, we're going to do the next session on the track again. This session here is all going to be about speed endurance appreciation. Okay, so the aim of the session is for you to be able to run a set distance, okay, and appreciate the speed that you can maintain over that distance, so that when you get a bit later into the season, we'll start doing races with a bit more length on the run phase at the end. Okay, when you start, you'll have a appreciation of how hard you should be able to set out, or how hard you could be able to maintain throughout that that period, that set distance. Okay, the distance set today will be 5 kilometers. Okay, the session we're going to do now is we're going to go through a warm-up, we're going to go do some drills, and then we're going to go into a 5 kilometer, okay, endurance speed endurance session, okay, using this track. Okay, a couple of safety points before we start. As you can see, there's other people on the track. Okay, we've got a local agreement. They're going to be using the first inside 3 lanes. When we get on the track, we'll be using the outside lanes. I'll remind you of that when we get to it. Over to my left, your right, okay, is the changing area with the toilets. Okay, so if you need a toilet, that's where you need to go. All right, there's also water in there if you need it. Hopefully everybody's brought a water bottle with them. Everybody got a water bottle? Excellent. Okay, as you can tell, it's already starting to warm up. So make sure you just take water on throughout the session. If you start feeling dizzy, or if you feel like you're unwell and you can't carry on the session, please stop and then just let me know, and then I'll deal with it from there. I have checked the heat index today. Okay, we are safe to conduct this session. Has anybody got any reason why they wouldn't be able to do this? Everybody feeling fit and well? Okay, brilliant. Okay, right. As I mentioned, we're going to go through a little bit of a warm-up. So if you turn around, you can see there's a green cone down there. Please, can you line up along the white line where the green cone is, please, facing me. Okay, right. So we're going to go through some little drills now, just to get the legs warmed up. Okay, a bit of muscle memory, just rejig your mind and that for the running form. We're going to start with high knees. Anybody not done a high knee drill before? Okay, so just as a reminder, okay, high knee drill. We're going to start on the white line, and we're going to take 10 high knee lifts like this. Okay, so points to note when doing the high knee lift: you want your core engaged. You want to be stood up nice and straight, nice and high, head up high. Okay, hips off the legs. All right, strong core, and you're bringing your knee and your leg up to 90-degree angle from the ground. The calf part of the leg, the lower part of the limb, okay, should be just dangling down. Okay, and then we're up like that, strong, and back down. Okay, exaggerated movements, okay, to be able to promote the forward thrust of the run form. Everybody understand that part? Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to do 10, okay, just on the spot, like so. Understand? Okay, off you go. Excellent. Okay, remember, engage the core, stand up straight. Excellent. Once you get to 10, just stand still. Really, really good. Everybody find that easy enough? Sorry, I thought you stopped. Okay. Everybody find that easy enough? Excellent. Okay, we're just going to move that on to the next stage now. Obviously, when we run, we don't stand in the same place. Okay, so we're going to start adding a little bit of movement to it. So when you do your high knee lift now, okay, we're just going to take a step forward. Okay, so same again, nice strong core, standing up straight. Okay, good thrust upwards, keep control of it, and the leg comes down. Everybody understand? Okay, we're going to do 10 of those. Off you go. Is it Fozzie? Look upwards, that's it. Excellent. How did you find that? Okay. Any trouble? No? Cool. Right, what we're going to do now, obviously when we run, okay, because you're all primed athletes, yeah, you want to run fast. Okay, so that was slow. We're now going to add the speed to it. Okay, so when we do it this time, when your knee comes up, right, we're going to put some speed into it. Okay, trying to remember to keep your form. Okay, core engaged, up strong. Okay, bouncing off your feet, getting your knees up to 90-degree angle. Off you go. Excellent. Okay, and if you turn around, jog back to the start. Okay, right, so that's drill 1. Okay, the next drill we're going to do, okay, is a part of the recovery phase of the run, okay, where your heel's coming up to the rear. Okay, so we're going to do some posterior kicks. Okay, anybody not done a posterior kick before? Okay, I'll just do a quick demonstration as a reminder. Okay, so again, core engaged, upright, strong. The heel's going to come up towards the posterior. Okay, like so. Key things to note here: if you can imagine that there's a piece of elastic, okay, or a piece of string that's tied to your heel and tied to your hip bone, okay, and it's coming up like that. So your heel's coming up directly underneath you. Really understand so far? Okay, nice and high, okay, till you get that 90 degree crease within the hip bone, okay, up like so. We're going to go through the same process again, so we're going to do 10 now, standing where you are. Okay, so in your own time. Okay, remember, core engaged, keep those hips strong. Excellent, good work, well done. Okay, good. Right, every find that okay? Okay, brilliant. Right, we're going to move on to the next one now. Okay, adding some movement to it. So now when we're moving, okay, nice and deliberate. Remember the heel coming up below you, the 90-degree crease in the hip. Okay, the engaged core, looking forward, being strong. Okay, in your own time, carry on. Excellent. Okay, and hold it there. Turn around, face this way. Okay, and again, because we're primed athletes. Okay, we need to do this now a bit quicker. So on this next one, do 10. Okay, fast, hard ones. Right. So, okay, really getting that speed into that recovery phase of it. Okay, we're going to do 10. Once you get to 10, then break into a gentle jog back down to the start. Wait till 2 seconds. Wait till I move out of the way so you don't knock me over. Okay, in your own time, carry on. Excellent, well done, really good. Okay, so now we've done the thrust phase, we've done the recovery phase. Okay, we're going to try now to get some mobility into the hips, ready so that you can add these two together. Right, so we're going to do what we call the grapevine. Anybody know what the grapevine is? Yeah, good, yeah, it's that. Okay, so it looks a little bit like line dancing. Okay, sometimes it's a bit tricky. It takes a bit of eye, hip, feet coordination, but once you get it right, it's a really good drill for releasing and warming up the hips, ready for a session such as you're just about to do. Okay, so to do the grapevine, okay, you've got to start by putting your arms out like this. Okay, it doesn't work in any other way. Okay, I'll just demonstrate it first and then you'll be able to do it afterwards. Okay, and then with your right foot, okay, your rear foot, okay, comes behind you, and then your left foot goes over the top. I'll show you, it's probably easier to watch than it is to do. Okay. Okay, I'll do it again back. Okay, some key tips for that one. Okay, if you keep your arms out high, all right. If you do sort of like stumble, at least you've got some balance. Keep the hips strong. Okay, core engaged. Okay, there's a bit of a theme here on all the drills. Okay, is keep the core engaged. Keep the core engaged. Try and keep the hips facing forward. Okay, and it's your legs that do the movement. They're the ones that are going to be stretching off the hips. Okay, and then open up the hips ready for the session. Everybody understand? Okay, right, we'll do this a couple of ways. So if everybody's facing this way, okay, we're going to do grapevine to the top, okay, facing that way, and then keep facing that way, come back that way, okay, because that will swap the legs over. Okay, in your own time, carry on. Excellent, well done. Well done. And then back again. Great stuff. Okay, right, we're going to do it one more time now. Okay, but we're going to pair off. Okay, so if you two face each other, you two face each other, you two face each other, and you two face each other. We're going to do it again now, this time, when you're facing each other. Look each other in the eyes, right? This is all about getting connected with your body, right, and not your surrounding, right? So you've got to face the person in front of you, connect, okay, so that you're concentrating on the drill and not the person or your environment, okay? So just keep yourself safe. Everybody understand? Okay, same again, whatever way you're facing, up to the top, stay that facing that way, and then back down again. Okay, you're in time, carry on. And back down again. Excellent. Cool, brilliant. Everybody find that all right? Excellent, good. Okay, we should now be feeling a bit looser, and we should be able to now start, right, we're going to move into just bringing some run speed into this now, ready, and then we'll get onto the track and start running. Okay, so the line that you're starting at, where you're stood on now, is the start line. The line with the 2 water bottles is the finish line. Okay, I want you now to think about your perceived rate of exertion, RPE. Okay, rate of perceived exertion, sorry, RPE. Okay, and normally we do that between 1 and 10. Okay, 1 being extremely easy, 10 being a flat out 100% sprint. All right, so whatever your speed is, okay, is relevant to your 1 to 10. What I want you to do now is at an RPE of 4, okay, run from there up to the water bottles. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, okay, now on your way back, I want you to do RPE 5. Here you go. Turn around. Okay, back to the top, RPE 6. Turn around, RPE 7. Turn around, RPE 8. Turn around, 10. Brilliant. Okay, and back to the line, back to the line. Okay, brilliant. Okay, hopefully there you saw, yeah, the build of speed, okay? And then there was a definite difference in speed that I saw there across the class. All right, excellent. We're now, everybody feel fit and ready now to start the session? Yeah, great. Okay, just before we do that, go grab some water. It's starting to get warm again. Grab some water and then we'll get onto the track. Okay, thank you.